I am sacrificing sleep for this, so I hope you guys like it. I finished The Burning Maze today, and I also realized that I didn't do a June wrap-up or July TBR because I've been super busy, but it doesn't really matter that much because you want to know what I read in June? The Burning Maze! And I finished Circe in June, and then I read The Burning Maze. And that's it. Wrapped up. You're gonna get my thoughts on it in this video. So, yeah. My July TBR is the same as my June TBR minus The Burning Maze. So, just go watch my other video that I will link to right there if you want to see that. Anyway, let's get on with the main event, which is my review of The Burning Maze. So, backstory. I had this book spoiled for me on Tumblr before I even started reading it, so I knew it was going to happen. I might make a spoilery video talking about what happened and my thoughts on what happened. But anyway, I liked it. I liked the book. The characters were great. As usual, I feel like Rick does a pretty good job with characters. It's the plot that sometimes suffers, which wasn't really the case in this book. Like, the plot was pretty good. It was never really that slow. Like, maybe it's just because I finished reading Circe, and that was slow as fuck. But I never really felt like any of this book was slow. So that was good. I felt like the pacing was pretty good. I thought it was a good installment in the series. It's not my favorite. I can't decide if I like it better than The Dark Prophecy. I think they're probably tied for me, honestly. Now, if it hadn't been spoiled for me, I would have enjoyed this book a lot more than I did. Like, because I knew it was going to happen, like, when they started mentioning, like, some foreshadowing stuff that happened, I was like, oh, cool. And then when it finally happened, I was just like, yep, knew it was gonna happen. And it just didn't hold any weight. So, like, if it actually held, like, emotional weight, I might have cried, TBH. Like, it was that impactful. But I will never know because I will never have not read this book not knowing what's gonna happen in it. So, like, fuck that. I really wish this book hadn't been spoiled for me so I could have enjoyed it a lot more than I did. But alas, it was spoiled for me, and I had to just suffer. But anyway, that's really all I have to say without going into spoilers, which I might do in a separate video. I don't know. I'm not going to. I'm not going to because I already talked about the spoilers that I wanted to talk about in my Goodreads review, so I will just link to that below, and you can read it if you want to. The spoilers are at the end. There's a general review at the beginning. You don't really need to read that if you watch this video, because it's kind of the same, but it's not really the same. I didn't talk about, like, the pacing and shit in the review I put on Goodreads. So anyway, you can read it if you want. But if you want to read the spoilery part, skip to the end and, yeah, read my thoughts on the spoilery part. So, anyway, that is that. And now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to explain a little bit of why I only read this book in the month of June, because it wasn't my depression. Surprise, surprise. It was the fact that I was too busy. So about mid-June is when we opened our first show. And before that, obviously, we had to actually like finish the set and everything for the show so it could open. So first of all, I had to do all of that, and then I had to do the show. I was on crew for the show, and I was moving platforms, I was catching props, I was doing a lot of things during that show. So I never really had time to read during the show. And so that happened up until like July 1st. I think July 1st is when we closed that show. And then after that, we went straight from that and into tech for the second show, or the show that I'm currently doing that we're closing on Sunday. But like the rehearsals, I didn't realize were gonna be like boring as shit. Because I don't do anything. It's the complete opposite of the other show. I literally don't do anything during the show. I just have to set it up and take it down because it's outdoor theater. I would have finished this sooner if I had realized that I could have taken a book and read it during the shows. But I only just recently started doing that. I read 84 pages yesterday and I read about 50 today. So, and before then I was only reading on like my days off. So that's why it took me so long to get through this book. Because sometimes I wouldn't even have days off, so fun. But anyway, that's my long, rambly explanation of why I only read one book and didn't even finish one book in the month of June. And I hope July will be better. It's not going to be. I can go ahead and tell you that I'm probably not going to finish a book in July. I will start Let's Talk About Love in July, because that's the next book I'm reading, but I'm not probably going to finish it because we have yet another show to do after this. Right now, I'm only coming to you because my roommate is visiting her family, so I'm filming this after everybody has gone to bed, and I'm alone in my room with the door closed, and hopefully they can't hear me in the other room. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm staying up to edit it and post it, so I really hope you enjoyed my review. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. My hair keeps getting in my face. Oh, also, you may have seen it, I got a friendship bracelet. It's for the crew of the show that I'm working right now. I'm not going to explain it to you. If you really want to know, you can ask me in the comments what the colors mean, because they actually do mean something. But anyway, hope you guys have like a nice month, because that's probably the next time I'm going to be able to post a video. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, whenever that may be. Bye.